Hello, good morning students. Today I am going to teach you Standard 8, Subject History, Lesson number 5, Social and Religious Reforms, Part 2. Students, in this video, we are going to study Emancipation of Women, Religious Reform among the Muslims, Movement in Hindu Society. Now let us start with the first point, that is emancipation of women. During the expansion of British rule in India, the position of women was very miserable. They had no right of education. They were not treated equally. Child marriage, dowry system, sati, keshwapan, opposition to widow remarriage, such customs prevailed in the society. The then Governor Lord Bentinck took help of social reformers like Rajaram Mohan Roy to pass the Sati Prohibition Act. Gopal Hari Deshmukh, popularly known as Lokitawadi, advocated gender equality through his writings in Shatapatre. Then, in 1848, Mahatma Phule started the first school for girls at Bhidewada in Pune. His wife Savitribai Phule supported him a lot. Savitribai Phule had to face great criticism from the society, but she continued to work in education. Mahatma Phule established the Bal Hatya Pratibandhak Gruha in his own house. He conducted a strike of barbers against the custom of shaving the heads of the widows. For gaining permission to widow remarriage, Pandit Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, Vishnu Shastri Pandit and Vireshalingam took up special efforts. In his newspaper, Sudharak, Gopal Ganesh Agarkar gave his staunch opinion about child marriage, law of consent. Maharshi Vittal Ramji Shinde organized a conference against the practice of Devdasi. In her book called Stri Purush Tulna, Tarabai Shinde very fiercely put up her views about women's rights. Maharshi Dhondo Karve started the Anant Balikashram, an orphanage for girls. So, what was the name of the orphanage for girls? Yes, it was Anant Balikashram. Then, his intention was to give education to all the women and make them stand on their own feet. And because of his efforts, the first women's university was set up in the 20th century. When it was set up in 20th century. Pandit Ramabai founded the Sharda Sadan and took up the responsibility of taking care of disabled children and women. Who has taken the responsibility? Yes, Pandit Ramabai. Ramabai Ranade, through the medium of Seva Sadan Institute, started the nursing course for women. She also demanded the right to vote for women. Through her articles, Dr. Ambedkar spoke about the injustice towards women. Mahatma Gandhi also advocated education of women. Women have given valuable contribution during the freedom movement. Then, women's reform movement helped in closing down many unjust practices in the society. The voice for problems against the women broke out. Then, women started putting up their own thoughts through their writings. Their performance in every sectors of life flourished due to education. Now, moving ahead to our next point, religious reform among the Muslims. Abdul Latif started the social reform among the Muslim community. He also established the Mohammedan Literary Society in Bengal. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan founded the Mohammedan Anglo-Oriental College. It later on developed into the Aligarh Muslim University. We all are aware of this university, right? We have heard many times this name of Aligarh University. He advocated Western science and technology. He firmly believed that Muslims could make progress only by studying modern education and science. So this was the thinking of whom? Of Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. Okay, our next point is movement in Hindu society. In the year 1915, Hindu Mahasabha was established to give a respectable position to the Hindu community. Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya led the foundation of Banaras Hindu University. So who led the foundation of Hindu Banaras University? Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya. Okay, now Dr. Keshav Baliram Hedgewar in the year 1925 established Rashtriya Samyak Sevak Sangha at Nagpur. At which place? At Nagpur. Yes. His main aim was to set up a disciplinary and virtuous organization of Hindu youth. V.D. Savarkar built the Patit Pavan temple at Ratnagiri, open to all castes of Hindu religion. Common dining programs were also arranged. Now, students, do you know manifestation of Renaissance in the other areas? Let us have a look on this. Just as the reform movement, the development in various fields of literature, art, and science during the Renaissance period is also important. In the field of literature, Rabindranath Tagore, and in the field of science, C.V. Raman received the Nobel Prize. So in literature, who received? In literature, Rabindranath Tagore, and in science, C.V. Raman. Yes, this gives us an idea of the progress in India. This progress was responsible for building up modern India. Stories, novels gave inspiration to gain independence. They also expressed thoughts on social reforms. During this period, women also took up writing. New newspapers and magazines became a source of social reform and political awakening. So what was the source of political awakening? Yes, newspapers and magazines. There was development in the field of art as well. Music became more popular. Indian style and Western techniques were combined, and a new school of painting came forward. Many books were written based on science. People also started realizing that experimentation and scientific attitude were important for the progress of the country. In the history of modern India, the movement of Renaissance is very important. On the principles of liberty, equality, and nationalism, the Indian social reformers set up a nation wide. Thank you. Stay home and stay safe.